Hi guys, good to have you all back. I have zoomed you out a lot. I know that's because I wanted to show you the inspiration for today's video. Yeah, I bought this vintage organizer. Let's call it an organizer if you're Dutchy, for Ordiner in a thrift shop, well, maybe even months ago. Love it, absolutely love it. Now let me show you what it is. It's like some sort of file folder system thingy with an alphabet in it. It is amazing. Yeah, it's huge. Yes, I'm going to use it for sure I'm going to use it. But I also want to make one myself. Now, not on this scale, on a much smaller scale. For one, takes up less room, and the other reason, let's just practice on something small and not this huge. Yeah, okay. I am going to show you the supplies that we're using for today, and let's start this experiment. For papers, I am using an old book cover. Yeah, this was actually one part of a book cover, and my lovely husband Tim cut it in the middle for me. It can be raggedy, that's okay. I'm gonna make this one a little bit old and grungy and vintagey. If you have a normal book cover, just take off the covers, or maybe you have something, it needs to be sturdy guys, something chipboard or whatever. So two pieces. I'm gonna give you my sizes, but make them in any size that you like. Yeah, this was 9 by 5, almost 5.5. 9 by almost 5.5. That's my size. Okay, now for the inside, for the folders themselves, I am using cardstock. This is 160 grams. What I did, I printed some for me interesting sort of prints on them. You won't be able to see much of it, but I just wanted it not to be plain. Now, this is A4 size. I know that not all of you have the access to A4 size. I am going to cut this down to another size. I need, for this size of a cover, I need a piece of paper that is 11 by 8 inches. 11 by 8 inches. So you could basically use scrapbook paper. If you have a less loved scrapbook paper that is not really that heavy, yeah, because if it's really heavy, it's going to be really bulky. Just cut some pieces 11 by 8 inches. Yeah. And I'm going to make 8 compartments. You can make it smaller, you can make 4 compartments, or maybe even bigger, probably even bigger, but because the alphabet has way more letters than 8. I'm just gonna do 8. So I have 8 pieces of paper. They don't need to be printed, guys. That's just what I wanted. I wanted, if you open it up, to see something nice on the paper. That's just me. So 8 pieces of 8 by 11. 8 by 11, yeah. For the tools, I am using scissors and glue. Hopefully you have something like this, something that's very strong and glues very fast, like Barely Art or Art Glitter Glue. I am using a paper cutter because I need to cut my pieces of paper to 8 by 11, yes. And a scoreboard. I think a scoreboard for this project will be very handy because we're going to do a lot of scoring. It sounds really difficult, guys. I don't think it is. I try to make this as simple as possible for you guys. Yeah? Okay, that's it for the base. Now, what I like to do is put tabs on all the compartments. But I'll speak about that later. And, of course, some decorating. I want to decorate the cover. But first, let's concentrate on the folders that go inside of our file folding system. The use of the old book covers totally came from Rachel at Roxy Creations. Even though I'm not participating at the moment in Roxy's weekly challenge because she's doing some projects that I really don't feel like. I'm sorry. She's doing at the moment something with these old book covers, and that totally inspired me. I was like, I have a gazillion of those, so let's use them. So thank you, Rachel, for urging me to use this because we need to use them. Now, guys, I know this might sound intimidating, the project that we're doing, but actually it is going to be sort of simple, and I will try to talk you through each step. And also I want to explain how I came up with the measurements, just in case you don't have the exact size that I am using now. Yeah, so if you're not really interested in this, skip to the next part. I'm going to do the explanation of the measuring. Now this could be sort of any size, but keep in mind if we want to put papers in that come from one piece, so the bigger the size, the bigger the piece of paper you need, yeah? So keep that in mind, but you can make them smaller. Now this is any sort of size, doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to show you sort of prototype I made. Yes, it's going to look something like this, guys. Looks difficult, right? It isn't. Now for the measuring, I just wanted the width to be a little bit smaller, like a 1/4 inch smaller on both sides. Yeah, so I kept that in mind. And also I wanted it to be a lot shorter, so the tabs are not going to stick out. So about 1 inch from the top and 1/2 inch from the bottom. Yeah, if you keep that in mind with your own size, just measure how wide is this, how wide do you want this, and how tall do you want this. Yes, okay. Now let me show you the next step, because this is how it looks like if it's just one. You can see here that we made sort of an accordion or a concertina fold, because it needs to fold out. So it needs to be wider than this width, but how much wider? And also we made a fold here taller than the measuring that we did here. Now I'm gonna go to the next step. Let me show you. This is the size that we measured. Yes, this is the size that you want. Let's say it's going to be 4 by 6. I'm just saying, throwing numbers out there, guys. 4 by 6. Now, what I want to do is make the accordion fold, and I made them from 1 inch. So it's going to be 1 inch and 1 inch. That is the fold. Now on the prototype, what I did, guys, the piece that we're going to use to glue on, I made this piece 1/2 inch. It will work. However, I think for the new one that I'm making, I want the piece that we're going to glue on also to be 1 inch. So if you want to have lots of room, use 1 inch. Yes, so we need actually 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. Does that make any sense? 1, 2, 3 on both sides. So 3 and 3 makes 6, plus the size you have here. That could be 5, 6, 7, whatever. So for the hinges on the side, the accordion fold on the side, we need 3 inches. 3 inches, right? And we just need 1 inch on the bottom. 1 inch. So it's going to be, the piece of the paper is going to be 1 inch longer than your measurement and 6 inches wider than your measuring. Now I can imagine if you're going to do this on a much smaller scale, don't do the hinges 1 inch, then do it 1/2 inch. Yeah, just according to the size that you are making. I'm really hoping this makes sense. Don't worry, I'm going to explain it now while we're doing the folding. Okay, now let's start cutting my paper to size. Okay, I have an A4 sheet that is 11 5/8 by 8 and 8 1/4. I'm gonna leave the 1/4 on because that doesn't really matter, because I have enough room on the top to have some wiggle room. So I'm not gonna take off a 1/4. So actually mine is going to be 11 by 8 1/4. But that doesn't really matter, guys. Now I'm just gonna mark it where it says 11. 11. Yeah. I'm not gonna do this with all 8 of them. No, I already did 7. So I just wanted to show you what I did. I just made this 11 by 8. Yeah. Now if you have a page that is directional, you want something on the inside or the outside, I'm going to score what is going to be on the inside, or do we want this on the inside? It doesn't really matter, love. It really doesn't. Okay, where's my score tool thingy? Okay, I'm going to make this sort of as simple as possible. Yes, we need a hinge to glue on, and then the double fold here for the width. Yes, if you skip the last part, this hinge that we are gluing on, this is 1/2 inch, but I'm going to do it 1 inch. So, oh, you should have watched the first part. Okay, guys, we're making here 1 inch, because this is the piece that we're going to glue on. Then I'm going to score at 2, yes, and at 3. So 1, 2, 3. Can you count? 1, 2, 3. Yes, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? Okay. Now we can add 6. I don't do this. You know my trick. I'm just gonna flip it over. Gonna flip it over. Again. 1, 2, 3. I cannot make this any simpler, guys. There you go. So we have 3 here, big one in the middle, 3 here. We need 1 on the bottom. So I'm going to flip it. Portrait, yes, again, just scoring 1 inch. Just 1 inch. Yeah? Don't worry, I'm going to do this one more time. Now, let me take out my pencil because I hope you can see it. We have a big score here, then 3 here. Where is it? Oh, it's right on the black line here. There we go. And then we have here. Yeah? So on the bottom, where we scored the 1 inch, you have 1, 2, 3. A big one, 1, 2, 3. What we want to do, we need to cut this out. And you know how I'm going to do this. Yes? I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to cut this at the slightest angle. The slightest angle. Just on the right hand side of the fold. Yeah? Towards sort of the crossroads here. Can you see? Just at the smallest angle. The other one I'm going to do as well. A small angle, guys. Just a small angle. So we're taking out something like this. On both sides, of course. There we go. Now do this before you fold everything. Again, at a slight angle on the top and an angle here. Why the angle on the top? Because we need to fold it in, and I don't want to sort of to curl up on the bottom. Yeah. Can I show it here? No. If you fold this up, yes, and you did not cut this at an angle, you fold this up, it will sort of be bulky in here because it could curl up. That is why, guys. Okay, I'm gonna do this one more time with feeling. Oh, look at the pretty green. Yeah, everything's got the size 11 by 8 1/4, but that's okay. I'm going to score at 1. Repeat. At 2. At 3. Simple, right? Flip it over. At 1. At 2. At 3. Then portrait style at 1. Simple? Yeah. 1, 2, 3 compartments. Really needs to look. Yeah. Cut it here at an angle. Cut this at an angle. There we go. Also on the other side. Oh, honestly. Yes, my glasses are almost sort of made. I'm going to pick them up probably next week. Funny enough, the glasses are for far away, not for nearby. There you go. Yeah. Now repeat. Repeat 8 times. Or, guys, as many times as you want. Have at least 3. I think have at least 3. Okay. I'm going to do the other ones off camera. And then we're going to do some folding. So now I have 8 of these. Yes. Scored, cut out. I think it's the handiest thing to just start with the fold up. Just the fold up. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I'm starting at the first one, near the center, yeah? Just folding this in. There you go. Then folding the next one towards you. Just fold it back. And then the last one back to the inside. Yeah? Now, hopefully, these sort of line up. They never do when I do this. But, you know, have them line up as much as possible. It's not really that necessary, guys. They could be a little bit off. But it would look nicer if they were like, you know, flush. That would be nice. But for some reason, that never works for me. So now we have, like, see the zigzaggy? Yeah? And then this one. Gonna do that one more time or a couple more times. First one, this goes up. Yes. Then the middle, the one towards the center. Fold this one over. Yes, this one back. There you go. And then this one, hopefully they line up. Yep. So lots of folding. Unless you just made 3, then you're almost done. Then you're almost done. I'm making 8. So yeah, zigzaggy. Yeah, 6 more times. I'll be right back. They should all look a little bit like this. Yeah? Okay. Now the first part of gluing. Yes, oh, if you want to ink, guys, do it now. Do it now. Okay, I am not inking. I'm not inking because that's way too much work. I need to ink 8. But you could ink here. Yeah, if you want to, and on the top. I don't think so. I have no white paper. I printed this on, well, this color paper, so there's no white showing anywhere. Okay, this goes on the bottom. You just fold them in, yes, like the accordion style, and then you fold this over. Yeah, so you basically need to put glue here and glue it on. Does that sound difficult? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. This is sort of the easy part. Yes, fold them in, fold this over, press it. La-di-da-di-da. I should have used art. Art would have been stuck by now. But this is Bart. It takes a couple of seconds longer. See? Yeah. It should look like this. Gonna do one more time. Yep. Fold this in. Now hopefully these are all straight. Then put glue on this bottom here and on this bottom here. There you go. And glue it up. Yes. We already have 2. 6 more to go. If you want to, you can put them in a particular order. Yeah, if you want to. If they're all the same, they're going to be all the same. It's going to look like this, guys. Yeah, it's not even glued together. Does it look amazing? I think it looks great. I think it looks great. Now, I want to split this up into piles of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'll work much better than stacking all 8 on top of each other, because we are going to stack. We're going to stack them. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start with this one. Okay. What do we want to do? We want to put glue here, here, and on the bottom. Yes, here, here, and there. You could do this with glue tape if you want. That will be actually fantastic. I think that'll work really well with this project. I'm using Bart for this, Barely Art, because it gives me a little more time to more wiggle room, because we do want him to be straight, right? That's very important. Okay, glue everywhere. Now I'm going to glue, what was it? Yeah, this one on top of it. Now position it on the bottom, on both sides, and on the top. Now I rather have the tops flush than the bottom. So if there's a little bit more wiggle room, I'd rather have it on the bottom than on the top, because this is the part that we're going to look at most. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna glue them together. Hopefully they match up. If you hear some snoring, yes, that's my cat Daisy. She's snoring again. Okay, next one. I'm putting glue on the, well, the 1-inch sort of hinge thingy that we specially made for gluing. You could also do this with a glue stick, I guess. Well, do it with glue that you really trust. Yes. As you see, do they line up? They do. It would be fantastic if everything lined up, guys. That would be amazing. But, you know, for a first time, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Yes. And then the last one. So I'm going to do 2 sort of stacks of 4. There we go. Yep. It would be nice if it was a little bit straight. That would be lovely. Otherwise, we will have like a zigzag and a wiggle waggle. I'm making up words, guys. I'm making up words. See? Looks like this. Looks like this. Yeah. So I'm going to do the other pile as well in the same manner. Now, before I glue these together, what I first want to do is make tabs on them. Yeah. And then glue them together and in the sort of cover, in the covers. Now, because I sort of eyeballed it, like where do I want to have this? I came up with another idea. Let me show you. These sort of 2 hinges here are glued to the cover, of course. Yes. Then these 2 hinges are going to be glued to this part. Yeah, does make any sense? Okay. But then for the last one, we don't have any hinges because this is flat. Now, the idea could be to make a notch in here. Yes. Then put glue here, here, and here. Glue it on. And then you would have like a pocket on the back. Sort of a hidden pocket. And because we made a notch, it's an indication that there's a pocket there. But I already know that I really want 8 tabs to be on here. And then we cannot put a tab on. That is why I'm going to make it a little bit more complicated. By all means, don't do it this way. I'm just going to do it this way. Because I really want this also to be a pocket. So I'm not going to put in a whole new pocket. No, I'm just going to make hinges. Now, I need to make a hinge. Yeah? Normally we do 1, 2, 3. But now I need 4 because one part is going to be glued on here. Then the normal hinge, 2, 3. But also we need another one to be glued on this part. So instead of making 3 inches, we're gonna do 4. Yeah? We're gonna do 4. But I also need to make this shorter because this is the part with the 1 inch fold up. For the fold up, I'm gonna do a separate piece. So skip this part, lovies. Just put a notch in here and glue it on, and you know, Bob's your uncle. And Bob's your uncle. I'm just gonna eyeball how tall I need them. I need them to be yay tall. So I have 2 pieces of 4 inches wide by the length of your folder pocket thingies. Yeah, okay. I had another piece that is 1 inch wide by the width of your pocket thingy. Okay, scoreboard again. This is going to be hopefully rather simple. This is the bottom part. Yeah. That is going to be 1 inch by 1 inch. There you go. And then these are going to be the 4 hinges. 1 hinge that's going to be glued to the cover. 1 inch hinge here to make for the accordion fold thingy. And then the last one to be glued to this part. So instead of 3, we made 4. Now, let me see. This goes to the cover on the outside. This is going to be the accordion fold. And then this to the cover on the inside. We made a W. There you go. A W. Or an M. Depends on how you turn it. There you go. 1. Going back. 2. And forth again. 3. So we made 2 W's and a V. Yeah? Here's how I am going to attach it. Yes, this is going to be sort of the spine on the bottom part. Yeah? So I'm just going to put glue on. And I'm going to glue this on first. Flush against the bottom. There we go. Yeah? Okay. Why did I do it this way? Because I want this to be like the guideline to have it straight. Yeah? If I would put these in here, glue them on, and then glue them on later, they would be maybe crooked. Does that make any sense? Hoping it does. So I am going to miter them a bit. Which way? That way. No, wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Yes. Okay. Are they straight? Well, it would be nice if they were straight, love. That is straighter. At least it's straighter. So yeah, I'm gluing these on the top, on the side, match them up. Perfect. Is this as crooked as the other one was? Sort of. Okay, so this is gonna go over here again. I'm mitering it. How do you need to miter it? That way. Just a bit. Okie dokie. Matching it up. Perfect. And now I want to glue this part. Yes, yes. Ta-da. So we made another sort of pocket without a backing, because the backing is going to be the cover. See, now it will look like this. So we actually have 9 compartments. 9! Perfect. Now before I glue everything in, I want to make tabs. Yes, I've been waiting for a phone call from Marloes from Do A Ding, because I have something very exciting, guys. This is a new punch. The punch is from Fast and Creative. Yes, it is a whale tail tab punch. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this. There used to be another one from, was it We Are Memory Keepers? I don't know. That one is legendary. It's out of commission. You can find it on Amazon for about $100 and something. It's ridiculous. This does the exact same thing. I normally use a die cut for this, but you know, you have to put it through the machine again and again and again. So I have a tab punch now. It is very affordable. I love it. I have tried it. It's in stock now. She only had 1 or 2. Yes, so yeah. Yes, I'm linking it below. Guys, this is for when you're in the EU. If not, Fast and Creative whale tail tab punch, guys. Google it. Google it. Love it. Love it. So I'm going to make tabs. Whale tail tabs. Now, you can do this in 2 different ways. Yes, I'm going to sort of demonstrate. You just put your paper in, butt it against the small metal buffer there, yes, and then you punch it, and then you have a single tab, which is fantastic. I mean, love it, but that's not the way I want them. What I want, I'm gonna fold this in, yes, and I also do this with my normal We Are Memory Keepers tab punch, but then you have to be really careful not to put it all the way to the edge. You're gonna put the folded line in there, yeah, and it has a buffer at the end. Now the normal We Are Memory Keeper one, where is it? Let me get it out, guys. This wasn't Your Memory Keepers, right? Yes, this tab punch. It doesn't really have the buffer at the end. It doesn't have the buffer at the end. So you need to be really, really sure to not put it all the way to the end. This is not going to happen because there's a buffer there. You punch it and then you have your perfect whale tail tab. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I am going to punch my little heart out. Okay, for the paper that I'm using, I really want something sort of old grungy style. I've chosen this. This is the craft stock paper from Tim Holtz in the color Warm. Yes, Warm. A red color. Made strippies of 2 inches and I'm just going to fold it 1.5 inch in. Yeah, like so. There we go. Turn it upside down. That's what you do with these punches. Yes. hoping this is not too heavy cardstock. I think it will work, but let's just try. Oh yes, it works. It works. See? Yeah. And then I'm gonna do the same with the other side. I wanted to punch 2 pieces out of 1 strip. That's why I did some measuring. I mean, this is lovely paper, but it's not inexpensive paper. So I want to make sure I get the best use out of it. Fantastic. Fantastic, right? Yes. So I need 8. I'm going to punch 8. I'm going to decorate them, rough them up a little bit, because that's what this paper is for. Yes, I have one of these sanding discs, and then you can do this, and that is what I love with this paper. Makes it look really sort of worn and old and such. Oh, I love it. Are you gonna do some stamping? Of course I'm gonna do some stamping, guys. I'm gonna put stamp on it. They'll look like this. Already love them. Already love them. Yeah, I was really excited about this one. Marloes was a little bit sort of surprised, like, really? Is that good? It's that good, Marloes. Yes, because we all want whale tail tabs. It's very hard to come by the punches. If you have the punch, you're very lucky. And the price of this punch, I believe it's 15 euros. 15 euros? Do you know what the real memory keeper one costs? Well, at least double. Love it, love it, love it. So they're in stock now. I'm gonna link it below. Hurry, hurry, because I know they're gonna be gone very, very soon. Okay, guys, I'm gonna punch. I'm gonna do all the same color. I'm gonna punch 6 more of these. Distress them all. Love them. I'm not going to ink them, guys. No, I've decided not to ink because I want to have them as they are now. I'm going to stamp on them. Also, while I was sanding, I googled. Guys, this is how you write it. Fast and Creative. With AESS.com. It is there. However, if I Google it, I will automatically be redirected to the Dutch sort of website, and you probably need UK or whatever. So Google it in your country, Fast and Creative. It is available. I highly recommend, if you're from the Netherlands or within the EU, do it. I'm gonna link this one specifically below. I think it's brilliant. It's so cheap. I mean, I was sort of thinking about maybe I could find a whale tail tab punch, that one, for about 50 euros. I was almost willing to pay 50 euros. So now I paid 15. There you go. For stamping, I am going to use eccentric because I love eccentric. I love it. I especially want some numbers on here. Do you? Yes, of course I do. And my other favorite, fallen leaves. And there we go. Oops. There you go. Also going to do the back. I decided to do the same stamp on the front and the back, but I am going to do different stamps. Yes, because I have them. Why not use them? Department something. They're all going to be different, but equally cute. And there you go. So basically need 8. Will that work? Of course it will, because there's so many of them on here, and you also have some other stamp sets. Number something. Yep. Yeah. What else do we have? We have this one, but I don't want this. I just want this. Will that work? Hopefully it will. It did. Perfect. Yeah. Ooh. Created a whole new stamp. What else? Oh, this also says number something. Number 509. Still believe, guys, that this is my favorite stamp set of all times. If I just had to choose one, it would be absolutely eccentric. Now, I love almost every stamp set Mr. Holtz makes. Well, not if it has like birds and owls and flowers and fairies. Oh, flowers, okay, but not the card making ones. What else do we have? Level something. Level 95. I need 2 more. Help me out, Mr. Holtz. I'm gonna flip it because I see it. Oh, factory number. Factory number something. I'm just gonna do the something, of course. Will that work? Yes. Oh, the other side, love, the other side. Yeah. What else? Flip it over. What else, guys? Ooh. I really want the piece with number on here, so probably gonna do it. That's already stamped, lovey. Like so. Daisy, are you alright, love? You sound like a grandpa. Yeah. Ooh. Love it, love it. Do I have all of them? I do. I'm gonna let them dry and then we're gonna glue them on. I still have 2 of these, and I think I can fit 4 of them, yes, in a row. I think I can. So I'm just gonna do these 4 and then the other ones. So I'm gonna start in the left-hand corner. Let's say the left-hand corner, like so. I'm just gonna glue it. You could probably also use glue stick for this, lovies, if you want to. I'm just gonna use Bart for this. Why not? Why not? So I'm going to put it all the way to the end, have it stick out on the top, of course, because we really like this. There you go. Now, I need 4. What I'm going to do to eyeball it, I'm just going to put on the last one now. Yes, in the other corner. Or do it any way you want to, lovies. I'm just, you know, I want to have everything sort of in its place. So I'm going to put this one all the way to this corner. There you go. Yes, and now we need the other 2 sort of to go in between. I'm just going to eyeball it first. There you go, and there. So they need to overlap. Oh, just the tiniest bit. Just the tiniest bit. Oops, don't glue on your hand, love. No, you don't need to stick your fingers to it. Really, you don't? No. There you go. Department. Yes. And this one? Yeah. Just some glue, and then the last one goes in the sort of middle of these 2. Yes, that's perfect. Oh, fantastic. You love them? We love them. So now I'm going to do the other one, but then I'm going to start here again. So you could go zigzag like this way and this way, but I think I want to have them, yeah, do I? Yes, I'm going to start here again. It's probably going to be a long video, but I really want to finish it, guys. Now, let's concentrate on the cover. I want to show you what I did on the inside. Yes, I did some stamping, guys. I did it off camera because, you know, you see me stamp. So I've used these because if we glue this in, I'm going to try to glue it as much to the bottom as possible, leaving a little bit. It just looks fantastic, doesn't it? I just think it looks amazing. So I'm going to concentrate on the closure first. What I want to do is put in 2 eyelets on each side. Yeah? So I'm just going to do the first one. Now I'm hoping, and it probably will, my crocodile is strong enough to punch a hole through here. Now the first set I'm just going to eyeball, sort of. Bigger setting, please. I need to use this device. I want to have it a little bit on the top. Screw it loose, put it at half an inch. Is that half an inch? Probably something like it. Doesn't really matter, lovies. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have it here. gonna have it here. I don't know where in the stamp on the back I will punch. That's why I did it like so. It does work. It works. Oh, that's nice. It does work. Because otherwise I would be like conflicted. Shall I put it here or here? No, you're just gonna put it here. So I'm just gonna eyeball. But the other side I want to have on the exact same location. So on the other side, what I'm gonna do is this. Now hopefully this works. Do I have a black marker? Oh, I probably do somewhere. Yep. I'm hoping it will show up because there's lots of black on here already. So I'm just, yes, it does show up. So they will be now in the exact same spot. Well, that's the idea. I think this is the heaviest material I've ever used my crocodile on. And it does work. Okay, now I'm hoping that these will work. These are very lovely eyelets from We Are Memory Keepers. I love them because they have these big rings. Is it on the right setting? It is. I'm not even gonna turn it over. I do not want to know where it landed on the... Does it work? Hopefully it does. It's very sort of thick material. But I think it's in. I'm just gonna flip it over once I'm done, because otherwise I might be sad. Oh, it's through this word or through this number. It's gonna be through something, love. That's for sure. I'm missing one. No, it's here. It already looks lovely. I can hear you thinking, what about the spine? It doesn't need one. It doesn't? No, it really doesn't. It really doesn't need one. Let's flip it over. Oh, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Yes, are they in? Yes, they are. They are in. Oh, cool, right? Yes. I'm probably going to use this. Gonna put it through. Then make a knot on one end. Like so. Yes. Cut it off. Do this on all 4 pieces, and then you can sort of, you know, tie them together. Well, that's the idea. Are you gonna? No, I'm not even gonna do this. How long do we want this piece to be? I'm gonna cut off 8 inches. A little bit more, about 10 inches. I'm just gonna do one for now, because let's concentrate on gluing these in. Might be tricky, but I think it's gonna work. I am going to first glue these 2 together. I think that'll work this time. Yes, okay. So I'm going to put glue here and here. Yeah? Are you sure? Are these the right? Yes. This first, this second. Gluing them together. Now, guys, I have been thinking about putting something on the cover. And I really want to, but I also do not want this video to be 4 hours long. So let me do this first. Let's see how much time I have left. If I don't have enough time left, I will make something pretty and put it on and show you later in the end result. So I'm hoping you're okay with this. I just do not want to have a half-finished project. And I also do not want to rush it, because I really want to use this one. Look. I already love it so much. Okay, now I'm going to glue it into the cover, yeah? I want to have it as much as, not all the way flush against the edge, but as much as possible. So I'm probably going to sort of cover a bit of the stamp on the bottom, but that's okay. Use lots of glue. Yeah? On this piece, really use lots of glue. Or glue tape if you have it, if you trust that. Is there enough glue? Hopefully it is. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put it like so. Now this sort of folder thingy, you can have landscape or portrait, I reckon. It needs to be in the middle, and a little bit, and a tiny bit lower, and then straight. What? All of these? Yes, all of these. Needs to be all of those. Yes. Really press it hard. Oh, oh, it's working. It's actually working. I'm so happy with this. Now we need to glue this on, of course. I am going to glue on the paper and then position this. This is going to be tricky because I really want these to be as straight as possible. So it looks a little bit professional. Let's try to have it a little bit professional, love. Why don't we? Again, lots of glue. I really want these to be stuck. There's going to be a lot of pressure on these two ends. Okay, so I'm going to put it first like so. Oh yeah, that works out great. And then like so. I'm just gonna put use the sort of, oh yeah, well, that went way quicker and easier than I anticipated. Now it really needs to dry. It really needs to dry. See? Oh, it looks amazing. Yes. You can have it like so. Yeah, but you can also have it like so. So it's portrait and landscape. The only thing is, now I sort of need to make a decision because I want to put something on here that is probably going to be sort of directional. However, oh no, I'm going to have, on one side I'm going to have it portrait and the other side landscape. Yeah? Great. Perfect. I'm going to put all these in, guys. Guys, I did something to the cover. I am absolutely in love with it. I am almost sorry I didn't show it on camera, but don't worry because I'm going to do this same sort of technique project thingy on Gunther's journal. It's amazing. See, you can put your book like so, but you can also put it like so. Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna show you. And this is the cover. Isn't it fantastic? Can you see? Yes. What did I use? These are from 49M Market. Yes, these are actually frames. They're sticker frames, so you can take them out. And there's a small black frame. First of all, there's going to be a piece of ledger paper. There's a real ledger paper behind here. Handwritten, yes. Then I put the small black frame on. Then I put a piece of printed acetate. This is actually overhead projector sheet, yeah, on this piece that I inked and stamped. Put brads in, and put some of this, what's this tape? You know, the foam tape that's really a bit raised underneath, yeah, underneath. And then put it on. So it's like three-dimensional. And then I put these on. These are actually from Stamperia Vintage Library. These were the heavier die cuts, which is perfect for this. Absolutely perfect. So this is the cover of the landscape cover. And then this is the portrait cover. Same exact idea. Yes? Ledger first, then the small black frame. Then I put the acetate underneath the top layer. I inked it, stamped it, put some brads in. And then these on. What? Yes. I love it. I'm going to open it up like so first, guys. So I also made knots on the outside. So for the closure, I just put a piece of, what is this? Seam binding or what have you in. Put a knot here and a knot there. There you go. Ta-da! It's absolutely fantastic. Yes, I love this project a lot. Oh, look, and yeah, you can have a landscape as well. You can do it like so, or like so. Yes, what you put in, whatever you want, love. Whatever you want, lovies. You love it? I think it's amazing. It is actually amazing. And with sort of minimal supplies, guys. I know I pulled all the stops out with the decorating and such. But it's just 2 pieces of chipboard, a book cover that you really like, or just cover the book cover and then the pieces of cardstock inside, and you can make this. See, it doesn't need a spine. It doesn't, because it's already sort of has a spine. You could put something over it, but I think it looks way nicer like so. So you can put it on like so, or like so. But if you want to put it like so, you really need to close it up, of course. Otherwise, it will sort of fall. It will sort of fall. Fantastic. Guys, that's it for today. I really enjoyed myself. I had an idea, but I did not have a prototype. I am so hoping that you can make something like it. Just try it. It looks very difficult, but it isn't. Just try it. Try it out. See what happens. Yeah? Again, landscape, portrait. Love it. Love it. Guys, that's it for today. I'm going to be back again tomorrow with another project. Don't know what. Don't worry about this. I will show you how I did this on Gunter. I have ideas. Again, I cannot stress enough. This is a gem. An absolute gem. Go look it up. Google it. Fast and Creative. Whale Tails Hair Punch. Yes, you'll probably find it. And if you're Dutchy, do a ding. Do a ding. Hurry up. I think they're going to be gone soon. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, bye.